The Architecture of Good Habits, a comprehensive guide to intentional self-improvement. The quality of our lives is rarely determined by single, sweeping decisions, but rather by the collective, compounding effect of our smallest, most routine actions. These actions, the habits, are the invisible architects of success, health, and fulfillment. A habit is a routine or behavior performed regularly, often automatically without conscious thought. For those seeking personal mastery, the question is not merely what to achieve, but how to construct the daily systems that inevitably lead to those achievements. Building good habits is not a matter of willpower, but of system design. This essay explores the comprehensive framework necessary to design, implement, and sustain life-altering habits, moving from foundational psychology to practical environmental architecture. Shifting the focus from outcomes to identity. The most fundamental mistake in habit building is focusing solely on the outcome. While goals, like losing 10 pounds or reading 50 books, provide direction, they are fleeting and often lead to a cycle of temporary motivation followed by stagnation. True behavioral change begins with a shift in identity. Identity-based habits. Instead of focusing on what you want to achieve, the outcome, focus on who you want to become, the identity. For instance, rather than saying, "I want to write a book," the identity focus is, "I am a writer." Every action then becomes a vote for the desired identity. The goal of exercising is not to finish a workout. The goal is to be a healthy person. When habits are integrated into identity, they become intrinsic, resisting the corrosive effects of temporary setbacks and loss of motivation. 2. Deconstructing the habit loop, the 4 laws of behavioral change. Every habit, good or bad, functions on a 4-step neurological feedback loop: cue, craving, response, and reward. Mastery of habit formation requires manipulating these 4 steps, turning obstacles into advantages, often described as James Clear's 4 laws of behavioral change. Law 1. Make it obvious, the cue. The cue is the trigger that initiates the routine. Habit formation is fundamentally a memory problem. The brain must be prompted to perform the action. Environmental design. The most effective cues are visual and physical. If you want to practice guitar, leave it on a stand in the middle of the living room, not stored in a case. If you want to drink more water, place a filled bottle on your desk before you start work. Your environment should be designed to make the desired actions impossible to ignore. Habit stacking. A powerful technique for establishing a new habit is linking it to an existing one. The formula is, after current habit, I will new habit. For example, after I pour my morning coffee, I will meditate for 1 minute. This uses the established certainty of the existing cue, pouring coffee, to trigger the new behavior. Law Chapter 2. Make it attractive, the craving. Cravings are the motivational force, the anticipation of the reward. We are drawn to behaviors that satisfy our core needs, and making a new habit attractive leverages the dopamine system. Temptation bundling. This involves pairing an action you want to do with an action you need to do. For example, you only allow yourself to watch your favorite streaming show, the want, while you are on the treadmill, the need. This instantly increases the attractiveness of the necessary, but often unpleasant task. Socialization. We inherently adopt the habits of the people around us. Joining a community or peer group where the desired behavior is the norm, whether it's a book club, a running group, or a mastermind, makes the habit desirable because it provides social acceptance and belonging. Law 3. Make it easy. The response. The greatest barrier to starting a new habit is the friction involved in the response, the action itself. The law of least effort dictates that humans naturally gravitate toward the path of least resistance. Therefore, the goal is to make good habits nearly frictionless and bad habits highly difficult. The 2-minute rule. When starting any new habit, scale it down to an action that takes less than 2 minutes to perform. The focus is on showing up, not the performance. If you want to start running, the habit is not run 3 miles. The habit is put on your running shoes. If you want to read, the habit is read one page. Once you start, momentum often carries you forward, but the primary goal is mastering the entry point. Preparation as a habit. Dedicate time to prepare for the habit, making the next day's task easier. If you want to eat healthily, chop all your vegetables immediately after grocery shopping. If you want to write early, set up your laptop and open the relevant document before bed. This transfers the burden from your future, tired self to your present, motivated self. Law 4. Make it satisfying. The reward. A behavior is only repeated if the outcome is immediately rewarding. The challenge with good habits, like saving money or exercising, is that the reward is often delayed, while the cost, effort, is immediate. Immediate gratification mechanism. You must find a way to make the reward immediate. Habit trackers serve this purpose perfectly. Crossing an X off a calendar or updating a digital streak provides an immediate, tangible hit of satisfaction that reinforces the behavior, bridging the gap until the long-term rewards, better fitness, more savings, materialize. Visual measurement. Never miss an opportunity to measure your progress. Use visible metrics, a journal showing pages written, a spreadsheet of workouts completed, or an actual jar filling up with saved money. Measurement makes the intangible progress feel concrete and satisfying. 3. System resilience. The importance of never missing twice. Consistency is the ultimate metric of success in habit building. However, failure is inevitable. The difference between those who build lasting habits and those who quit is how they handle the inevitable lapse. The never miss twice rule. The first mistake is never the problem. It is the cascade of subsequent mistakes that unravels the system. The rule is simple. If you miss a workout, a meditation session, or a writing day, ensure you get back on track the very next day. Missing once is an accident. Missing twice is the start of a new negative habit. This rule prevents a single slip-up from devolving into a full abandonment of the identity you are trying to build. Scheduled reviews and maintenance. Habit systems require regular maintenance. At the end of each week or month, dedicate 15 minutes to review your habits. Ask 3 questions. What went well? Where did I struggle? How can I improve my system next week? This metacognitive check-in ensures that you are constantly refining the cues, reducing friction, and maintaining the attractiveness of your positive routines. I-View. Environmental architecture and habit deterrence. We often overestimate the role of internal willpower and underestimate the role of our external environment. Willpower is finite, environments are permanent levers. Curbing bad habits, the inversion of the 4 laws. The fastest way to succeed is to remove the negative influences. This is done by inverting the 4 laws. Make it invisible, hide the cue. If you want to eat less junk food, do not buy it or store it in an opaque container in an inaccessible basement cupboard. Make it unattractive. Reframe the craving. Instead of thinking of excessive screen time as relaxation, label it as stolen time that prevents you from achieving your goals. Make it difficult. Increase friction. If you waste time on social media, use an app blocker or log out of all accounts after every session, forcing you to type in your password every time you want access. Make it unsatisfying. Add an immediate cost. Create a visible ledger where you track every time you perform the bad habit and the cost, e.g., Tossini, $1 fine, 1 extra chore. By architecting your surroundings, making good habits the default and bad habits the exception, you minimize the need for the exhausting moment-to-moment battle of willpower. Conclusion: the compound effect of small choices. The journey to a better life is not a one-time event, but a continuous process of tiny incremental changes. Building good habits is the application of fundamental psychology and system design to the pursuit of self-improvement. By shifting the focus from fleeting outcomes to a core identity, utilizing the 4-step habit loop, cue, craving, response, reward, to engineer behavior, and creating environmental structures that automate success, anyone can become the architect of their own future. Remember that habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Small gains achieved daily will eventually accumulate into massive, transformative results that define the trajectory of a successful life. The work is never finished, but the system, once established, provides the resilient foundation for continuous growth.